Hey everyone, it's Alison Heikkila. Thank you so much for joining me. We are going to play with some Catherine Pooler inks today. My good friend Amy from Amy's Wares loves these inks. I had two full-size colors, Rockin' Red and Grape Crush. I had had them for a few years now. Someone had given them to me, but I really wanted to get colors that were in the same family that work together like these. So teal's my favorite color besides purple. So I really needed to get Cummerbund, Aquatini, and Uptown, and I thought it would be fun to experiment with them while filming a video for you guys. So we are going to smush these colors onto cardstock. You can do a lot of things with these inks. They're water reactive, and I tested them when I swatched them out, and they react beautifully with water. We're gonna do like a Joseph's coat technique today. I have this old rubber stamp from My Favorite Things. It's called Diagonal Design. This is, I'm 95% sure it's discontinued. Use whatever you have at home. A background stamp, or even like a silhouette stamp, like florals or something, that have a lot of stamped area. So you can see that these lines are pretty bold. So it's going to work really well for this technique that we're going to do today. Again, using a silhouette stamp of some kind would be cool, but I really like doing this technique with background stamps. So what we're going to do first is we're going to just, and again, I haven't used these yet. This is the first time I'm playing with them. All I did was swatch them. So I'm going to just kind of, ooh, that's juicy. I'm going to just smush this. You can use a blending brush if you want to, or foam or whatever, but wow, this lays down a lot of ink. I did buy the refills because it was recommended to get the refills, because you do use a lot of ink when you apply them, especially in this fashion. So that was Cummerbund. What a gorgeous color this is. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. You don't have to go too crazy with like perfect blending. You can if you want to, especially depending on the stamp that you're going to be using with it. But I'm not really worried about that today. I think it's going to look cool no matter what. Put some over here. These colors are fabulous. Now there is a color wheel that you can download on Catherine Pooler's website that really helps you figure out what colors go together. I kind of strayed from her color wheel a little bit and just picked teal shades that I liked, that I thought would work together, and they do. Her recommendations, of course, are wonderful too, but I like to play with my colors and, you know, kind of change things up, try things out. These are really pretty together. So this is Uptown. Trying to make it a little bit more solid. I think that they'll smooth out a bit more. You can see that this smoothed out quite a bit, which is nice. I might just add a little bit more of that Cummerbund over here. Got some white spaces. I'm okay with this. I like it. I think it looks good. Uptown is a little greener than, no, Aquatini is a little greener than I had anticipated it would be, but I think that it's going to be just fine for this technique. And if you want them to be smooth, you can definitely use like blending brushes or whatever, like I said. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to grab my stamping tool and my stamp, and we're going to move on to the next step. I changed my mind. We're going to do this backwards. I really like when I'm using background stamps like this that are made out of rubber. I like adhering them to my counter, my desk. This has got cling on the back, so it sticks nicely. You can see it's not moving. Of course, I just moved everything else. Sorry about that. And then I like to take my panel and apply it this way. You'll see. If you want to use a platform of some kind, you can, but I kind of like doing it this way. And it's not everybody has a stamping tool, so we're going to just do it this way. And my light keeps falling. I'm sorry. All right. Stay there, light. Okay, so we're going to just take this and lay it in here like that. Try not to move it. And if you want to get like scrap cards, scrap paper of some kind, and just lay it on top so that you don't get any VersaMark on your hands, you can do that. Just want to rub it really well. There we go. That looks good. You could see that. Perfect. Love it. Okay. So now we are going to apply some clear embossing powder to this. And as per usual, I forgot to add my anti-static powder. So we have some cleaning up to do. You can see that there's like excess powder here. Not a big deal, but I should have remembered to use that. And I don't know what my problem is. I always forget. So I'm going to clean this up and then we'll get to embossing. Okay, I've got this all cleaned up and I've got my heat tool, so we are going to heat set this powder. Here's the finished panel and it looks really good. I actually really like it as is, but we're going to keep going. So I've got my VersaFine Clair in Nocturne. And now we're going to take a deep breath and cover it all up. Ready? Oh, it's scary to do this, right? It'll be fine. We're going to clean it up. It's going to look fabulous. The embossing powder is going to resist the ink. We're going to clean it up with a towel in a minute. And it's going to look really cool. All right, let's see. Let's get this. Just going to wipe it up a little bit. See that? Look at how nice that is. This is just a microfiber towel. Look at how cool that is. I didn't clean this area up too well, but man, it doesn't matter because that looks really nice. I like that a lot. Think about all the different colors you can do this with. I mean, any color really. You can also just do one color if you want. And if you don't have a lot of inks, but you've got a lot of cardstock, you can do it with that too. Just heat emboss directly onto your colored cardstock and get the same kind of effect. Pattern paper would be fun too. Right? Okay, so now we need to do something to this too. Well, we also need to clean our fingers to finish this card off. This is the binder that I use to store the sentiments that I've already created, put together, inked, etc. And I also have some colored images in here too. This idea came from, again, Amy's Wares. You guys got to follow her if you don't already, but I'm sure that you all already do. I want to use this, the You're Amazing. This is from Honeybee Stamps. I like this green color. It's a little bit greener than what the colors are that we use, but it works really well. This was stamped with VersaFine Clair in Rainforest. Had to think about that for a second, but I think that that looks really nice. So you can see that these are just playing card pockets that I use to house all of these things until I'm ready for them. But yeah, we're going to use that You're Amazing. And if you want to learn more about that storage system, definitely check out Amy's videos. She's got a couple of them that kind of go into depth about it, and totally worth watching because she's got so many ideas. I've got some card bling from A Colorful Life Designs. I was thinking that we'd go with that Crystal Metallic Dragon, but now I think that Luminous Celadon is going to work better. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then I have my card base here, which we might want to keep white because of that fat white border around the edge of the sentiment. What do you think, guys? I don't know. This is always tricky for me. I have an idea. We're going to compromise. I've got the Cummerbund again, and I'm going to just do a little bit of this color around the edge. Not the whole depth that will show, so there'll still be some white. Yeah, that's good. All right, that makes me happy. I really like adding color there, guys. Okay, so now we're gonna glue these things down and then we'll apply our card bling. Okay, I've got everything glued except for the sequins, and I'm gonna just zoom in a little bit. There we go. And if you've watched me apply sequins before, you know that this is such a fun trick. At least I think it's fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my pokey tool in my right hand because I'm right-handed. My on-point glue also in my right hand, okay? And then in my left hand I have my jewel picker. And then we're going to make quick work of applying all of this sequence because the jewel picker holds the sequence until we want to release it with the pokey tool. And we've got our glue in our hand also, so it makes things really easy. We don't have to keep picking up and putting down and all of that, and we don't have to worry about the sequence sticking to the jewel picker because that happens to me a lot. See how fast this is? Really quick. So this was a quick card today, guys. Really fast. I have to be honest, I'm kind of short on time today, so I wanted to make sure that I had something fun that I haven't done lately, and I really wanted to play with these new inks. And that's it. There you have it. How fun is that? Really happy with this. Okay, so I hope you like this. I can't wait to play with these Catherine Pooler inks some more. They're awesome. I have a feeling that full set syndrome is going to hit, and I'm going to try really hard to behave. But yeah, this was fun. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this technique before or if it's new to you and you plan on trying it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will see you all very soon. Be well, stay safe. Peace out.